All right, folks, welcome. It's that time again for Silverback Talks. Today, got Bradley James Doby from Team Savage with us. Um, Doby has been with his teammates with Team Rise today. They had a super match down there with Dusty Trevette and Corey Little. Um, Two very impressive pullers, in my opinion. Uh, Dusty Trevette's got one of the best top rolls I've ever seen from a super heavyweight, especially up and coming. No more when he's gotten into the sport. Wouldn't you say, Bradley?
I think so.
I mean, it's a damn good top roll. And then Corey Little, I think, was kind of a nobody knew what to think other than his teammates with Rise, but we didn't know you see this big old man. He's a man amongst men, and you don't know what to expect out of him other than he's going to be strong. But I'll let you speak on a little bit how he looked on the table.
That dude is ridiculous strong. I mean, he's as wide as a doorway. And he didn't know how to set up right, and he was still able to just curl Dusty back in. Like he is strong.
So for y'all that don't know, Doby, I messaged Doby during the match. He got back with me after, and Dusty's already spoke about it on social media, so I don't mind sharing it. But I think he took him both to Corey, took Dusty both hands. I don't know if it was
Yeah,
three, was it three on both hands?
it was 3-1 right and 3-0 left.
3-1 right, 3-0 left. And Dusty's dominant hand is his left, though, right?
No, it's his right hand.
His right is his dominant. I know his ranking was better for his left, but I thought he was dominant left.
Well, I think it's the fact that nobody in North Carolina is really dominant in the super heavyweight left hand. So Dusty practicing with a bunch of left-handed pullers just makes him a good left hand.
That's very true. That's a good point with you and Chris Chimonicki. That's two really good lefts to get a hold of. And Gage is left too. So
Yep.
it's nothing short of impressive. So, yeah, no, you're right. The well, we got Doby on here today. We want to talk about Fall Brawl a little bit. It's coming up October 26th, being hosted by Team Savage, Silverback Arms Crew, and we'll do a little bit of match prediction right now. Right now, our match list is at 41 matches, Doby. I don't know if you counted them, but it's gotten up to 41.
We'll be able to run through them.
We'll run through them. We're just going to do more on two tables than what we did at Carolina Clash. That's it. We'll go to the two tables a little sooner. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll be a big deal. Everybody always
I,
gets worried when you get over 20 matches, but we've done this before.
Yeah, no, you and I have done. This is about our fourth or fifth super match event. We've done 20 plus matches in 2 hours. No, we did
Yeah.
Fall Brawl last year. We went hour and a half. It was quick. It was
Yeah,
quick.
it was 21 or 22 matches in an hour and a half.
Yeah, yeah. I remember it was quick, and then we just did Fall Brawl. We had 34 matches, and we did that with a break, and we didn't start on time. And we did 14 matches on a single table. We didn't even break that into double table into two. We did 14 on a single table, and still did it in 3.5 hours, something like that. So I feel good. I think if we go to two tables sooner, we can get all 40 matches. I think in under that 4 hour, 3.5 hour time frame again.
Yeah, I would think 3.5 hours or so.
Yeah, yeah. Well, man, we'll go ahead and get right into it. Let's start off with the ranking matches first. I'm just gonna go. Then we'll go back to the non-ranked matches. A couple fun ones I know we've both grabbed a hold of for most of these folks. But let's talk about my guy, your guy, David Redmond, and what he's got coming up with his two matches. So, David's not on the rankings list right now because I think he either asked to come off or it was just due to inactivity or something like that. Um, but I don't think he's pulled for ranking since we went to 187 in North Carolina, or maybe it was just with Nick last year at Mayhem.
I think the
Throw
last,
down.
I think it was Nick. I think Nick was the last
Yeah.
one.
So, he's got right hand versus Barry Smith, and that's for the open number 4, 187 spot. I don't know Barry Smith. Wouldn't know him if he was sitting in the truck beside me. So I don't know what to think. I know what David Redmond brings to the table.
David is special. We all know that. But Barry is he trains with Matt Mewborn, if that says anything. And Barry came to the house last weekend. A kid's strong. Uh, he's the perfect style to pull against David. because he's a low hand top roller, and
Okay.
he's very good at it. So he's kind of one of those unknown people. Now, do I think he can beat David? He better be impressive that day, because David Redmond is no slouch in any state in the country. So
Yeah.
I mean, Barry might take a L 3-0, but he's going to get on the table and give it his best shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and then I don't like I said, I don't know Barry, but David, I know if you get in that hook, it's gonna be a bad day for whoever gets inside that hook. And you've pulled him competitively in matches. I have not. You have, but so you know, and I can't remember if it was right. You pulled in both hands
I have.
competitive.
I
I
have.
thought so.
I put my last match with him was right hand. I tried to go into a press and he tore my elbow apart.
Yeah, yeah. He's smart on the table too. That's what
He
helps him.
knows how to
So,
get what he wants, and he's been doing it a long time.
and I'm not sure how long Barry's got into the sport, but I'd say this is a good match for Barry. It's a win-win either way. Um, loser takes fifth, winner takes fourth. Barry's going against a well-known name in the state of North Carolina with David Redmond. So, okay, this is going to be a learning. And hell, if he ends up pulling the upset win, I'm saying that's an upset. If he was to pull the upset win, hey, shout out to my man Barry.
It would for sure be an upset. But if I was Barry, I would go into this match with the same mindset I went into pulling Stan. If I walk away here with a pin, it's a win for me. Even if
Yeah,
I lose, if I get a pin, I won.
yeah. No, I get that. I get that. I think that's how. I tell you another good example was that throwdown at Redmond to Israel McKinney getting a win versus Dylan Bibb. Hey, that's a win. He got
That's
one round. That's a win.
Yeah, that's a win.
Yeah. We'll go right into David's other match. I guess it'll be his left hand versus Jason Wallace. Jason Wallace, got a good left hand. Now he lost to Joe McGrath in Carolina Clash, but I mean you gotta be honest. Joe McGrath came in a freaking animal in Carolina Clash. So there was
Joe McGrath.
Yeah.
Joe has been proving a bunch of people wrong here lately.
I don't know if there's anybody in that room under 209 that could have took Joe McGrath that day. I'll be honest with you.
I don't think so.
As good as he was looking, but we'll see what Jason's got for Redmond's left. I'm excited about this one. Jason's guy, he's been pulling a long time as well. I didn't know this before if he was in New York pulling with Long Island, their team up there before he ever came down here. He told me that in Carolina Clash. I thought that was kind of cool. I was wearing Paul Cruz's Long Island shirt. He's like, dude, what you know about that? I said, really nothing. Paul sent me the shirt, and he's like, nah, I actually pulled with that team up there. That was who I was with. I was like, with Mike Solaris and that whole group. So it's kind of badass.
I probably know him by face, but I don't know him by name.
Jason?
Yeah.
That he pulled Joe at Carolina Clash. He pulled Fernando. Isaiah's his boy. I can't remember his last name right now. Real good. He pulled him.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Dark-haired guy.
Yeah, dark-haired guy, nice tan.
I'm
yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna give that to Redmond.
Okay. I've never pulled Jason, so I don't know.
I just know David's left hand is special.
You got experience versus experience, though, so that's always good. You know what I mean? It's good to have those matches. You're going to go in there and they're going to put on a war.
And the clash of styles.
Yeah. So that's another one here. Now you've probably got more experience with Lisa Ann. I had none with Deb. I'm going to mispronounce her name, but Deb Benayan. This is for the women's. Deb is challenging Lisa for her number 4. Lisa's coming off some. She's had some losses as of late versus Katie at Throwdown at Redmond's. They went both hands, but they're pulling left. And now Deb is experienced. Deb's pulled a lot with Marlene, with Chaos. Deb's been down that whole East Coast right there, so she's got a lot of experience.
And I really don't know how that match goes.
I like Deb, just when I've seen Deb on the table at different tournaments. I like Deb, honestly, but,
I will say Lisa's very strong inside.
She is. I've slow pulled with her. Yeah, she is. No doubt.
If that match goes in a hook, we've got a war.
Yeah, Lisa is. She's smart. She is. She's very strong inside. Katie was just able to capitalize a lot of leverage. Katie's gotten a really nice hand. And as of late, so she's able to pop that top roll. You know what I mean? But
Oh yeah, Katie's so tall, she just right over the top of people.
yeah, yeah. The next one, this is one of your former teammates and still a friend I know, Josh Holyfield with Philip. Dang, for the number one left hand, 145. What you think there? We know
I
what Philip
haven't,
like.
I haven't,
Everybody knows what Phil
I
plays.
haven't,
Go ahead.
haven't Josh in a while, but by what I heard is his left hand is nasty right now, and that's coming from other people that have pulled it. I think we might have a match, but the thing about it is Josh is going to have to figure out how to slow Philip down.
He's got to catch him. He's gonna have to. He's not gonna beat him. He's not gonna. He's not gonna win that hit. He's gonna have to find a way to catch him. Chase is getting closer and closer each time, dude. But he's gonna have to find a way to catch that hit and reel him into his hook.
Mm-hmm.
Josh has got a great hook.
Josh is probably not going to win the go, but he's got to find some way to stop it before the pad. If he can stop it before the pad, he can make it a match.
And that's the last time I talked to Philip. I was like, dude, or talked to Phil. I said, you're in that position right now. Everybody, it's not that they don't like you and they're pulling against you. They're just wanting to see an upset. You're that person that's been on the top for so long in that weight class. Somebody's just wanting to see the upset. Everybody loves you. Everybody knows you're the man. They just want to see that upset. So if you hear people cheering the other person on, it's because they want to see a surprise. It's not that they're disliking Phil at all.
I think that drives Phil even more.
He is
like
that type.
You're right. He's number one for a reason.
Yeah, and when I was talking to him about it, he knew that too. He's like, there's no offense taken. He knows everybody's wanting a shot at him. So that's why about every event, you got Chase, now you got Josh, you got people wanting to crack at him to take that throne.
And I mean, we got to be honest. He is a national champion.
Yeah.
Like this, you're not going against some average Joe when you step at the table with Phil. You're going against a seasoned veteran.
Yeah. All right. Looper versus Gage. Left hand for number 5, 209. You're partial, I know. So you can't say a whole lot. By how I saw Looper pull Chris, and then how Chris pulled Gage at Redmond's, I'm giving the edge to Looper right now.
I will agree with that, and Gage knows it. He knows that he's got a lot of work to do, and he's got to find it deep down to dig it out. With what Looper was able to do to Chris at Clash, we were all like, what just happened?
Chris is above average. I mean, Chris has a very good left, and he's only going to get better. I think Chris's ceiling's very high, his potential's high, and he's on the rise. And I love watching him pull. I love talking to Chris. Gage, great puller, great left, personal friend. Looper, just now, Looper's been pulling a couple years, but not competitively, just practicing. Now he's starting to put his name on the scene. He's putting his face out there. And he came in, he looked phenomenal with Chris. I mean, Chris beat him on one of the hits, and Looper just drug him back across the table. I'm not going to say with
raw
ease.
side pressure.
Yeah, I'm not going to say with ease, but he didn't struggle.
Right. And like Gage is one of those people, if he gets you in his lane, you got hard work to get out of it. And if he can get Looper in his lane, he may can pull it out. But if Looper keeps him out of it, I mean, it is what it is, It's just one of those things.
Yeah. Yeah, Looper's hand is so massive, dude. So big.
Yeah, he does have a massive hand. Honestly, he could pull 231 right now if he wanted to.
It's such a huge hand. And them boys are putting in work over there with Triad. And Trey's doing a hell of a job keeping them boys consistent. And they're all sticking with us. So, shout out to Triad and their team as well, just staying consistent, driving everybody else, because they're looking phenomenal, all of them.
For sure.
Ethan Green and Hunter Welch. I have not felt Ethan in damn near, now it's over 2 years now, right? Since the 198? It's been over 2 years. I didn't get to see Ethan pull much at Body Armor either. I talked to him, and I talked to Jamie, his wife. I did not get to see Ethan pull at Body Armor, so I'm not sure how he how well he did, and I don't know what Ethan's going to bring to the table right now, but we all know what Hunter brings to the table every single time. And Hunter's coming in. If he's coming at 187, so Hunter's not cut.
Well, I
Hunter's
can
walking.
promise you this match is going inside. Like, they
Okay.
both want to be inside. It's going inside. And honestly, I'm going to give the power advantage to Ethan. I mean, and Hunter's going to want it back, and Hunter might have done enough work to get it back, but he lost to him at Camel City left hand and one right hand. So we'll see how it goes at Fall Brawl. But I think it may be a repeat of what happened at Camel City on both arms.
Okay. Okay. Well, I always love watching Hunter on the table. Great guy, great puller. And Ethan, again, I nothing to say about Ethan either. Just haven't got to spend as much time as I like around Ethan, but all my interaction with him has been great. I mean, he showed out at our 198 round robin a couple years ago, and just hitting all the distance, I don't get to see him pull as much as I'd like to.
Well, he's been training with Rick Layton a lot lately, and he's trying to develop a top roll so he's not a one-trick pony anymore.
Yeah, I know he's down there with Leighton and them at Hawks. That's good. So a couple more matches here I want to touch base on. Let's just go down. Let's talk about Matt Mewborn and Stan Walku. I like Matt.
Left hand or right hand?
Right hand.
I like Matt.
I like because it's right hand. I like Matt right hand.
If it was left-handed, my answer would be completely different.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Stan would have him left hand. Right hand, I like Matt though. And that's, I mean, the way I saw him. Go ahead.
Matt's just strong. That's all there is to it. He's just brutally strong.
Yeah, he proved that beating Giles was no fluke.
I believe that.
I'd like to see him and Giles in a super match, both fresh. I'd like to see him in a super match fresh, but he showed it the way he does. Kurt told me after that match that he has nothing from that right now, nothing. So Kurt's a good puller, solid puller. So that says a lot to me.
Yeah.
Sure. Next one, Ted Shimoniki and Voodoo Chris Wood. What you think? I know what I think. I'm going to talk first.
I think that Ted has one really, really, really good lane, and I think Voodoo has 5.
Ted's only prayer, in my opinion, is to catch him in a press.
I agree with that.
That's the only lane he stands a chance at beating Chris. Because Chris is not just a hand anymore. I felt Chris a month ago. He is not just a good hand anymore. He set up in styles. His setups was different than I've ever seen him pull. I've ever felt him pull. And I've pulled Chris a lot. I've pulled Chris a whole lot. And it used to just be he had a very dominant hand. I couldn't crack his wrist. I couldn't do much with his hand. We got in my lane together, and he had his way with me. And we got in my lane intentionally, and couldn't do nothing with him. And like I said, Chris is not just a hand anymore. And he's put on some good weight. He's walking around thick. I like Chris in this. I like Chris 3-0 in this. And Ted better get him in a press because that's his only chance.
Well, Chris is so smart. People don't understand his IQ. Like, that man showed me so much at a table of how to set up and how to get what I wanted. Like, and if he needs to make an adjustment, it's instantaneous. He knows exactly what he needs to do.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's very smart. Very smart. Like I said, I always enjoy pulling with Chris. He's a personal friend of mine, and this is no hate towards Ted. I'd say the same for a whole lot of pullers against Chris. I just don't think there's a lane other than the press that he's going to get him in.
Well, I'll be honest. Last time I pulled Chris, the only way I was pinning him is if he allowed me to pin him. Like, just anywhere I would go, he could just blow through it.
So a unique one here that was a late ad, and Nelson Smith needs to be very, and Nelson is, let me just say this, Nelly was very honored and flattered to accept this. I'm not going to call it a challenge because it wasn't really a challenge, but it was more of a respectful call out. Shane Owens respectfully requesting a match for Nelly. And, it's like Nelly told me. Nelly said, it's not like I can say no to that. I was like, you're damn right, bro. I said, you
That's
can't say no
exactly
to that.
that's exactly what I told him. I was like, dude, you cannot say no to that opportunity right there. You
But
have to take it.
them at 253, 209. So Shane will be getting back down to 209. I don't know if Shane was joking with me or not. Last time he told me his weight, which was at Redmond's, I want to say he said 280, but he could have been screwing with me. I don't know if he was that heavy or not because, yeah, Shane's full of about as much shit as me. You can't really take him serious on a lot of stuff, but yeah. But Shane said he did want some motivation to get him back to 253. So, requesting this match with Nelly, and I like it because Nelly's looking so good, left hand right now with his wins, with Trey, with Broom at Body Armor. I
Seth
I like
Barnett.
Seth Barnett. Yeah, I like it. So we'll see. We'll see what he's got. I like it.
Nelly's frame is massive, and he's able to carry 253 like no problem.
He weighed clothed at Carolina Clash. I weighed him. He was 247 clothed, and when he walked in the door, I said he's 270. Guaranteed,
Oh, he
he
looked
looked 270.
he looked like he was for sure.
Yeah, he
I don't
carries
know
that
where
weight.
that match goes.
He said something about wanting to get back to 231. I'm like, bro, I would just build on what you got. Your frame is designed to be massive. Get massive. Just be big. You're already
Yeah,
fast. Get that size with that speed. um,
honestly, given the amount of time Nelly has to do this and the lane that he's going to use versus the lane Shane's going to have to defend it with, I'm going to go with Nelly on this.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
If it was a right hand, no way. But left-handed, Nelly's just different.
Well, while we're talking Nelly, we'll go to Nelly's other match. And Nelly signed up for a long day at Fall Brawl. After left hand with Shane Owens, he's going to go right hand with Bryce Meadows. I'm not betting against Bryce. There ain't no way I'm going to bet against Bryce. It doesn't matter. Not with the role this boy's on right now. I like Bryce. That's zero disrespect whatsoever towards Nelly. Bryce, though.
Well, see, here's the thing. I think they're both like genetically made for this sport, but I think Bryce has already got Nelly figured out before he goes to the table. And right hand, I think Bryce's is just a little bit better.
Nelly likes to get creative in his lanes and stuff in practice, and I don't see him do it too much on the table. He goes inside a lot. If Nelly gets one round, it will be early, and then Bryce will win the next three because Bryce knows how to adjust so well.
Yeah, it'll be the first one.
So if Nelly's going to win one, it would have to be round one, and then Bryce will win the next three because he'll adjust to exactly what he needs to do. So that's how I see that playing out. I don't know that Nelly will get one round, but if he does, he won't get the next three.
I agree with that.
Another good one on here. It's not getting a whole lot of attention, and I'm happy to have Josh come down and get in our event and pull. Josh Harding and Michael Broom at right hand. I like it.
I think this is going to be better than people think. I think Josh Harding is going to come in and make it a close match.
Neither one of them do a lot of talking. God knows we do enough for them, but they don't do a lot of talking. They just show up and pull. I've been enjoying watching Broom pull for the last 3+ years now because we kind of, he'd been away from sport and then came back. I feel like we started right back at the same tournament, but he and Green's wars they've had as of late have always been fun to watch. And training with Chaos when he gets down there, pulling with Shane and them when he gets with them. I like Broom. I like Broom.
I'm going to agree with that. I like Broom. He's got a lot of heart. If he catches it anywhere, you're in for a match. Harding's going to have to take his hand. Like, there's no other way around it. He cannot fight him on his bicep. Broom is too strong.
Yeah, Broom. If Broom gets his bicep engaged, gets him in that hook, gets him inside, it's over. It's over. You're right, 100%. Harding's very smart though. He's very smart. He's very technical. He's been doing this a long time.
He's
So
very strong, too.
he could. Oh yeah, very strong. Yeah, very strong. Harding could. I don't think it's 3-0 though. I don't think
I
it's
don't
3-0.
either.
I
I
think
think we're
Harding
looking at
will
a 3-2
adjust.
match.
I think Harding will either win an early one or he'll make a good adjustment. I don't see it being. I see it going both ways a couple matches, but I do think ultimately Broom muscles him down on the inside. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And we talked about while we're talking Harding and we talked about Bryce, they're actually going to pull left hand as well. Harding and Bryce. Bryce.
You will never see me bet against Bryce Meadows' left arm ever
I
against
know,
anybody.
right? And I think Josh knows he's a big underdog versus Bryce left hand. Um, and he'll need. And I don't know. Maybe he's got something for him. I don't know, but I just don't see a whole lot of people in from West Virginia to South Carolina taking Bryce's left, and they're coming in at two. They agreed on 242.
Bryce at 242 pounds is a different animal.
Yeah, he told me it's 252 yesterday. So I mean that's a 10-pound cut is nothing for him.
No, he can do that in a night.
Yeah, that's nothing for Bryce. He's probably got a lot of water weight in him right now. So, Chris Shumanicki and Eric Morse. I don't know Eric, but that is going to be right hand.
I'm going to go with Chris. Eric's going to have to do a lot of work. Chris is beating me up right-handed right now, so I'm going to go with Chris.
Yeah, I don't know Eric, so I can't really speak on it. But Chris is, Chris is dominant left, but Chris's right is solid too. I'm not taking that against his solid. It's just not as dominant as his left. So,
I don't know if his right isn't better than his left right now.
Really?
Yeah. I can't hook it or top roll it. His hand is too big. It's the size of Voodoo's hand, and his arm is catching up.
I'm looking down here on a couple. So another fun little match right here. I'm looking at Kurt and Gage right hand.
Well, you know I'm partial to my boy.
Yeah. I've lost to both of them. They're my both. They're my last two losses. Is Kurt and Gage.
I think that match can go either way.
I wished I had a better feel on Kurt. I did not show up in my best versus Kurt, so it's kind of hard to give a. I'd love to run that back with Kurt. Gage, I know I hit my lane twice perfectly and couldn't finish him either time. I fouled once, and then he pulled me back over the next. But I hit my lane perfect twice on Gage and couldn't finish him.
Yeah,
So,
I think if it goes on Gage's arm, Gage has got it. And I think Gage might lose a round or two and have to make some adjustments because Kurt is a strong individual. And Kurt very well could walk away with a win. So Gage is going to have to be smart and get it into his area.
yeah. Oh, that's a fun match. That's a really good match. I like it. I like both the guys, too, so it'll be fun to...
I think it could go 3-2 either way.
Yeah, that'd be a fun match. I don't see it 3-0. No, I think that's a good match right there. That's a very equal match to me, them two. Couple more touch base on them. We'll probably hop off here, but let's talk about Chase and Scotty. Chase is training his ass off. I know that.
I think that's going to be a lot closer match than people recognize right now.
I think people. This is Scotty's right, not Scotty's left. Right?
Yeah, very different. Very different.
Very different. And Scotty will tell you that. Scotty will tell you that his right ain't close to what his left is. I mean,
If it was a left-handed match, if it was left-handed, it wouldn't be close.
No, I mean, you just saw Scotty beat Ed Webb left hand. I mean,
yeah.
Scotty's left is amazing. So, but right, you just saw Chase beat Israel right, correct?
Was that right or
I
Was it
may be
left?
wrong. I don't know. I can't
I
remember.
think I think it was left hand.
He got Israel left. Okay, but Chase, we'll see what Chase does. Hey, once again, it's a good test for Chase. He's I'm thinking Scotty's going to be cutting quite a bit to come into 165.
Oh, for sure. But I think they're going to do it at a catch weight, if I'm
Oh,
not
okay,
wrong.
okay. I mean,
Um,
that's on them if they are. It's not for rankings. So that's on them.
but still, you got to think about how Chase performed with Phil last time they pulled, and that boy's been putting in the work. His speed is there, the power's coming, and he knows how to make his adjustments. So I think that he could possibly pull this thing out.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, it's going to it's a war I always love. I'm not as close with Scotty as I am Chase, obviously, but it's Chase. I know I talk to him regularly. He's putting in the work. Keeps a good attitude. He's always positive. Um, yeah, he's the truth. Yeah, he's true. He's dedicated. That's for sure. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. The looking down here. I'm going to go ahead and touch base on our boy because you've got Nathan Middlebrooks left hand. So we're going to talk about both of Nathan Middlebrooks. So you've got him left hand. I have never felt Nathan's left, so I don't know what to say about it. But his right solid, but he tells me his left is way better than his right. I've never felt it. And then once again Nathan's taking over as the captain for Silverback Arms Cruise East Tennessee charter now. I got to take my man's side and say he's going to down blast your ass 3-0 pure side pressure.
Well, the first time we pulled was at that tournament in Ohio, or the only time we pulled, and I was trying to top roll. I don't really know what I was trying to do, but he drugged me in a hook and put me to the pad, and I was like, I want that one back. And
Okay,
he immediately was like, I
that's
want to
right.
pull you fresh
I
because
forgot
I
y'all
had just pulled
pulled.
Scott.
Yes, I forgot y'all pulled at that was all in that event up there. You're right. We all had super matches there. Yeah, I forgot all
Hmm.
about that. You sure did.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had just pulled Scott left-handed, and he beat me pretty convincingly. So I've made up a lot of ground in the last 2 years. So we'll see if it's enough, but
Oh,
I wouldn't say that it's
100%.
going to be an easy match.
No, your left has come a long ways in 18 months, Bubba. That is no doubt about that. Nathan notices it too. Nathan, I can tell you right now, is taking it very serious and training hard, and he's excited for the opportunity. Nathan's always just appreciative and grateful to come into North Carolina and be part of our events. So, dude loves coming to visit us and pull with us.
Great guy.
Yeah, phenomenal dude. Yeah, he's got right hand. He's got Marshall Lowry right hand. Nathan,
Nathan.
Nathan. Not even going to go down that road. Not saying a whole lot. Nathan, 3-0.
Yeah, I'm
So,
going to go with Nathan on that one.
yeah. I tell you one right here. I want to touch base on because I heard he moved away, and when he was still down here with Rise, I didn't see anything that really stuck out as impressive. But I always thought he had the frame and size, and that's Dusty versus Glenn. Um,
I think this could.
I'm hearing Glenn moved back up north and has been doing very very well up there, but um, I don't know. We'll see. But that is right hand Glenn versus Dusty.
Well, Dusty just took a L today, so I think it may have lit a fire under his ass.
Good.
But they were they
Dusty.
were they were pretty close before, but both of them are growing at about the same rate. So I don't know really how that's going to go.
Okay. Well, we shall see. Right.
I think it could be a
I
really
like
good match.
I like Dusty in it just based off of what I'd seen last time of Glenn. So I can't. I can't got a whole lot to really speak on. I just like Dusty versus the Glenn I saw at Raleigh Rumble back in whenever the hell that was.
Well, what I've seen from Glenn is he has to have his hand to have his arm, and Dusty's going to try to take his hand from him. Like that's just how Dusty pulls.
Oh, I just recognized this one. Josh Holyfield's got his hands full with Matt Englehart left hand. No, right hand. He's got his hands full with Matt Englehart right hand.
I'm gonna go with Matt Englehart.
Matt's looking good, ain't he?
Dude, I felt him at Body Armor, and I was like, "You were strong, not strong, strong,
Yeah.
strong. For his body weight, he feels really strong.
Yeah, Matt's looking good.
And
I
he,
like Matt in this. I do like Matt in this.
it's
Um,
not like he doesn't have a great team to pull with either.
yeah, no shit, right? No shit. And they're only getting better, bigger and better. I mean, was a
Every week.
they came into body armor like 40 deep. I was like, holy crap, what is this?
Yeah, it's
I
just
was
blue
like,
and white jerseys everywhere.
I was like 40 freaking people. Uh, but Bud, we've been on about 30 minutes. I just want to make this a quick one, and I always look forward to doing events with you, and I'm gonna come down. Let's hook up. Let's see what day works for Dusty, maybe Gage, and we hook up down at the venue and check it out this week. Get some pictures and let everybody see what we're gonna be working with. And um, I'm excited about having Josh Blevins' crew, ENC Media Productions, to do the event as well. I think that's really gonna set it off. So the live stream's gonna be phenomenal again, and um, man, we're gonna have a blast. Shout out to Jamie Vaughn and all the work he's been doing from a promotional standpoint of getting the flyers and the banners and the match cards. How about the match cards, dude? They look tough as hell, don't they?
Man, I like them. I
Yeah,
like them. And ENC killed it at Clash, so I think they're
yeah,
gonna do great.
yeah. I think I no doubt in my mind. I know talking to Josh, probably his own biggest critic, and he's wanting to step it up a notch even more now.
He did
Right
great with
on.
that production, so he's only gonna get better from here.
Yeah. Well, Bubba, I'll let you go. Tell Brandy and them I said hey, and I'll holler at you later on. Everybody get tuned in. Thank y'all for watching. I know this was kind of improv, but me and Dobie both been busy today. We said shit. When we both get on the road. Let's just throw it together and go down the list and knock some of them out. If we didn't talk about your match. It was nothing. No offense. It's just trying to drive and picking them out on the list to talk them. Kind of difficult to do.
That's it.
All right, Bub. I'll talk to you later, Dobie. I'll talk to you.
Yes, sir. We'll see you.